Well, it sounds like we've got somebody at the door. What's that? Yeah. Oh, lordy do. Hang on, I've got to get the M3 out. Sawadee krab. Apparently, these are the red stripes of a GLS. Så kan vi tape på det side. 25. Grab that. Other side as well? Yeah. It don't look that flat. It don't for the front. Front.รถไม่ติดนะมาเรื่อยๆครับผมเสร็จตรง DSI ประมาณสัก10 โมงกว่าเลยเดี๋ยวเลยครับนี่ไงวิ่งผ่านมาแล้วอันนี้ผมแค่พับไปออกไหมเพื่อที่จะฟูเซอร์เวลี่เฟิร์สรอไม่ครบให้คุณแค่นี้ที่เดียวรู้ได้ไหมครับเป็นยังไงเลยเยอะเดินอย่างนี้ใช่จะยกไปแรงยกท้ายไปดูอ๋ออย่างงี้เหรอ rồi hết lo rồi, comment lại. Lọc không sai nên comment lại đi ha. Don't think you'll be going anywhere with that flat tire. All the rat poo everywhere. It's funny because old Roston over there is just straight in here with the vacuum cleaner, cleaning it all up before I've got a chance to document it, which is fair enough. That door, the handle's knackered. So anyway, the plan is you get the seats and the carpet out, and then we can work on getting this door open. Those door cards hopefully will restore somehow. Material seems good on them. I don't know what sort of cleaner will bring that up, but we will consult. That's the gas switch there. It had gas on it. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what that's. Yeah, it is all a bit cracked up there, isn't it? Oh, there's been. I think that's OE. Not to worry. Bit by bit. Oh, this is the worst bit of the roof. That's the worst bit of the roof. But you've probably seen most of this stuff from when I went to look at it. Anyway, the point of this particular clip was to catch a ratus purus lots of. End of. I just cut the drill out here with a wire brush attachment on it. I am just going to clean up, scrub this down, all this crap here, because we want to wash the car, but obviously I don't want to fill it with water. So I'm just going to wire brush all this, put a rust converter on it, and then aluminium aircon ducting tape stuff, just to seal it, and then we can wash it as well, proper like. So you don't need to see me doing it, but basically it's like this. And I might get another tool out. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So I'll continue with that, and yeah, get the airline maybe and blow the crap off it, out of it. You can see maybe where it's already been repaired. There's different layers of paint, but I don't want to get too violent with it, and I certainly don't want to get near the sunroof. Anyway, I shall continue with that. So it got all the crunchy stuff off, and then I sort of realised, oh, it's a bit sort of like mud in there, or wet or something, and I don't know what this is, whether or not I'm not going to sniff it or taste it, but it's some sort of putty or silicone or bitumen or whatever, which somebody's, I guess, packed in there. It wouldn't be grease, I'm not sure it's grease, but anyway, they've packed it in there. I'm alright with that, because at the bottom of it isn't rusty. I've got to pick it all out, and I'm pretty certain it's not jointing compound or seam sealer or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's not that, but it is all along here. It's definitely interesting. I'll get some like solvent based cleaner out in a minute and see what that does to it. Well, I'll get the bulk out. I'll scratch the bulk out first. Scratch the bulk out and see where that where a spray cleaner, brake cleaner, parts cleaner type thing takes me. I've just pulled the back seat out, and unfortunately Rat Boy's been in here and decimated the seat, the back of the seat. There's all sorts of shit down there, literally, and snails, and well, undescribables. But lucky it's not wet season. It's actually fairly dry in there, isn't it? Somebody's calling. Who is it? There's a secret pockets that the rats have eaten away. So I think I've got to take back what I said about people filling this up with mastic or sealant or whatever.
Why?
I think it's got to be factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even these look like they've never been serviced before, never been got at, and yet there's stuff behind it. So interesting. See, if I go like that, that's obviously never been opened before, and now all of a sudden it's got this stuff in it. Or has it? Yeah. Yeah. It's all in there. See? So, anyway, that is what it is. I'll have to deal with that before I weld up. So the idea is to try and get some clean metal around here, get some rust converter on it, and put the tape over it, just to keep the elements out for now. Hey, water. Just got the old die grinder thingy. Just cleaned up all the material around the holes, and I'll just get the wire brush attachment and just have another scrub in there before doing the rust treatment. Alright, cleaning up bit by bit. There's got to be a big reveal here because we bought a car with a screwed up, literally a screwed up glove box. Somebody's taken a screw and screwed it up. So, big reveal, what's in the glove box? Not your head. Cock. Is it alive? Are you going to run? Don't knock my teeth out when you run. Don't trip over the vacuum cleaner behind you. Right, we are recording again. Actually, on the reveal, you wouldn't believe it, but the battery just went flat, which is brilliant. So, back to the reveal. What a cliffhanger that was. Absolute cliffhanger. Here we go. And then going to jump out of there. We're hoping there's an indicator in there. Is there any indicators in there?
I think so.
I don't think it is. I don't think there's anything in there. See, it's absolutely empty. Absolutely empty. Nothing in there whatsoever. So, I don't know, you might get the torch to see what that brown thing is in it.
Fluff.
Fluff. Right, you can screw it back up again then. You would have thought there'd be a rat's nest or something in there, wouldn't you? Yeah, but nothing. Look how mint she's coming up. No need to squint on this one. She's a diamond white geezer. So that's the guns taken out and the die grinder with an 80 grit. Just got it all back to bare metal there. So now I'm just going to do the whole area with rust converter. Just paintbrush that on, and then I'm going to put some roofing foil over it, just to seal it. This is seriously just to seal it, so we can wash the damn thing. I'm losing light now, so probably have to pack up. Maybe just have another beer. But yeah, okay, that's got the rust converter on it now. So next step will be to put the silver tape on there. It's not like masking tape. I mean, that stuff sticks down on it and it keeps the water out. And not even gaffer tape does that, or whatever you call it. So that's that side done. And white around it, and this side as well. That's just really just trying to stabilize it. Okay, next will be tape. Interior is looking a bit more, or a bit less like a rodent farm. So with all the engine removed from the boot so far, this is something under the carpet. I'm hoping there is, because so far I haven't found any camshafts and any camshaft retainers. I've sifted through this with a magnet, and I'm pretty sure that I got all the screws and bolts all down in the valve cover. And now I can just sort of lift this out and maybe tip it into the bin. I'm hoping that under here is camshaft. So, two of them. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking as though there's anything under there. No. I shall let you know through. There's a gas tank behind here. There ain't no camshaft in there. Ugh, there's a bloody great cockroach. That's the first sign of life I've seen so far. Right, I'm going to nuke that. I'm going to spray in here with some spray, because that's what you do with spray, and close the lid down. Give me a mo. So that's that foil stuff I was talking about. So I'll just keep any water out. When it gets wet, we wash it. The boot, amazingly, is not rot out, even though the drain tube for the sunroof wasn't attached to its end. This side's a bit holier, a bit messier, but okay, you've got to do a repair. You've got to do a repair. I've got my pokey stick here, and I just want to check this scale down here. I do believe that's the bolt for the cross member up there, I think. She goes straight to MOT. Yeah, this is all good, I think. Can I get down here? There's a hole there, but I think that's supposed to be a hole there. Bit of surface rust on the chassis leg there, but I think once you get all this crap out of the way and get the gas thing off it, get a DA in there or whatever. That's all right. And this corner's all right. So the only rot I've got is here. That's been bunged with soft stuff. It's almost like cardboard on there. Oh, definitely got soft stuff in there. So we know the holes are down here. Can I see it from here? Yeah, got that there from the battery tray. There, through there. But that does appear to be the size of it. Bit of surface rust there, but that's not through. Alright. So, next on the list is got the boot carpet out, the side panels in the boot out. We have now to take the seats out and this carpet out, and we'll send them off for cleaning. Bolts out, is it? Mm-hmm. Right, there we go. Right, so anyway, we're taking the seats out. We get the seats out, we get the carpets out, we get the plastic off the doors and the centre console out, and then the carpet, and send them all off for deep cleaning. So we're using the electric ratchet because we just want to get it done quick and minimise the time in here because it's still like a biohazard. Okay, carpet out. We don't have a rotten floor, which is in my mind absolutely wonderful. We've got a big bump there where somebody just dropped it on a bollard or a boulder or something, but yeah, what a great floor. Sills are good, floor's good. Happy days. I am filming it, dude. Stop banging doors. Need to get a gas tank out. Here's that him banging doors. The teenager, that's what they do. So unfair. Here we go. Right, we're going to wash it. Inside and out. I'm going to bang a door now. Bang. Bang. And today we have Mr. Alex with us.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Sunday workshop.
Meet the Sapphire
Hey Russell.
Day.
Meet the Sapphire Day. It is his first meeting with Sapphire, but he was here 2 weeks ago drinking beer with me, and we said, oh look, there's a Sapphire in Marketplace, and he obviously knew it was fate because when he turned up here again she was here. Right, wash time. So we washed this yesterday and then it rained, which is all good. So that's dried out again. You can see that actually it's not really that clean. It's a lot cleaner than it was, but there's all sorts of moss and whatnot. You can see the crud build up on the rubbers that I've been at with a toothbrush, but there's really sort of like serious grimy build ups and all this sort of stuff. So I'm just going to plod along. With some micro ball phenolic sponge, magic sponge type stuff, and a toothbrush and washing powder, and just go around it, just scrub it up. See if we can get this looking better. I suspect that's some overspray. I'm not sure though. It's obviously not seen, and the doors are closed. But yeah, no, I'm just going to go around it and see how much we can improve it. Found a tiny little pinhole. It's not a pinhole, no, it's a finger hole. Found a hole there under the rubber. So So I'll grind it out and maybe put some tape on that as well, like I did on the roof, just to stop the sill filling with water. So a bit of progress on the Sierra, in that Austin's been in there with washing detergent, you know, like washing detergent and the powdered stuff. It really actually quite a strong cleaner, like a sponge. But if you can see that green sponge there, it's the washing up type sponge with the scouring bit on there. So you can see all that scum in that side, although it comes up lovely with the washing powder and the scourer. So that's clear coming along. There's a little bit of rust along here as well. There's obviously been ratties in there in a channel, and their pee is horrible. And I think it's just sort of leached out, and or because there's no paint under there, it's rusted underneath there. It's not rot, probably call it in time. But I'll have to make a decision whether or not I pull that subframe off and deal with it under there. Because I'm talking about it, it's already a given that I've probably got to do it. That makes sense? Austin's nodding at me. If Dad notices something and mentions it, that possibly, then it's pretty likely it's going to happen. So at some stage that cross member come off, wire brush, rust treat it, paint it and put it back on again. I think I mentioned about that little hole in the sill there. Piece of piss to do that. And we had some success today with the socket for the wheel nuts, the Lockings anti-theft wheel nuts. I managed to buy one. It was a few pounds. In our money it's 350 baht, which is about $10 or 8 quid or something. So that did that. But what I found out is these Fandango wheels are 4x100 mil. So these 4x108 Ford rims will not fit. So the tyres on a set of Ford rims that are in the shed over there won't go on here. These tyres won't hold any air. So I've got to make a decision whether I put it back to 108 or I stick with 100 for a moment and put new 17-inch tyres on there. Well, that's actually quite easy to do, because I just bought new tyres for that. I bought some, whatever they are, R1R Toyos, because they'll double up as wet tyres for our race car. So those old Yokohamas that are actually 12 years old, still hold air, will go on these rims and that'll get the car rolling. So there's a plan. Alright, I think that's it. Well, I don't know what it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday. So we've had this about less than a week. We've sourced an engine. I will reveal about the engine later. I'm not going to spoil it. That'll be a different episode. If you want to know what the engine is, we're going to go and look at it on Saturday, but it's been reserved, and it's the path of least resistance, but it's still quite cool. This is obviously the boot of the old Sierra, and you can see the remnants of that grime, and it's cleaning up. There's obviously going to be a bit of surface rust to take care of. And you still need to get under that tank and get that gas tank out. But other than that, it's cleaning up well. Now it is clean, we can get in there, get the dash out, see what's happened behind the dash. Just see that muck lifting with the old washing up sponge with the Scotch-Brite on it. I'm not worried about scratching the paint. We were just talking, and it's something that's not going to take, we're not going to do it in one hit. It's just a continual process of cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, finding more stuff. They just, I don't know what these are, subframe or torque box, or I don't know what you call them. These go right through to the back bumper ending, and these were block solid with grass and snails and all sorts of crap, silt. So they've been cleaned out now. Got water pumping through them. But there's nothing too desperate. As I mentioned yesterday, we've got this seat cross member, seat support. There's rust underneath it. In the sandwich between the floor and the support. The more I think about it, the more I'll put it on a list to just drill out the spot wells, lift that up, and just deal with it on the inside. I think at best the only paint that's on the inside of that box there will be overspray. This is Media Central. We're filming on GoPro and mobile for YouTube and TikTok. So this is a big perfume bomb. We've been cleaning this rat infested wreck out, and even with all the scrubbing and disinfectant and soap and whatever, it still stinks in there. So we're going to give it a perfume bomb. We did these before in a pickup truck that had the same issue, and it killed all the stink. So, assistant, go for it. I should just go over here. Oh, you have to lock the nozzle down. There you go, and it sits on there. And shut that door. I'll shut that door, and that's it. It's in there. Smell that. That'll do the job. With all these things crawling out of everywhere. End of.